Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the evaluation of powders. Okay. In the last lectures we have completed the type of dosage form, in that solid dosage form, and within the solid dosage form powders. Okay. The type of powders, their formulation methods that we are already discussed. Now it's an evaluation of powders. So what is evaluation? Evaluation is nothing but the checking of quality of the product which we have formulated. Okay, why it is necessary to check the quality? We have to check the product that we are formulated. Is it safe or not? Okay, or is it standard, or it is standard or not? Okay, so by performing different tests we can evaluate the particular dosage form. Every dosage form having a different evaluation test for it. Okay, and now we are going to perform the evaluation of powders. Okay, so for the evaluation, three type of tests have to be conducted. In that, first is an particle size and shape determination, second is an density, third is an flow properties. So we will discuss one by one. First is an particle size and shape. So how the particle size and shape of formulated powders can be determined? Okay, by different methods we can find out, or we can determine the particle size and shape of the powders. In that, for the particle size determination, mostly used method is an sieving method. In that, in a sieving method we have to take a different number of sieves, like 10, 22, 44, 85, 120, 100. Okay, these are the different number of sieves. Okay, and we have to pass the powders from that different sieves. Okay, then the material which are passed from that particular sieve number, which is that it having that sieve size. Okay, so by using the different sieve size, or by using the different number of sieves, we can find out the particle size. Okay, then for example, we are here discussing different grade. That means these you can see that these are the different sieve numbers. Okay, and by passing the different sieve numbers we can grade the which type of particle is that, or which type of size of that particle is. Okay, when, as we know that the powder should be a fine particle size for the formulation. That means it is an ideal size, that is fine is an ideal size for the powders. And how we can find out, or how we can determine that particle size? Okay, by using the sieving methods, or by using the different sieve numbers. Okay, in this chart we can see. Okay, first is an sieve number is an 10. When the particles are passed from these 10 number of sieve, okay, the past particles having a coarse grade, that means these particles are coarse in a nature or coarse in a size. Then second is an 22. If the particles are passed from the 22 number of sieves, then they are called as an moderately coarse particles. Like that, 44 number. Okay, then when the particles passes from the 44 number of sieves, then these particles are known as an moderately fine particles. Okay, same that 85 number of sieve, when the 85 particles are passes from 85 number of sieves, then the particles is known as an fine particles. And in case of 120, the particles are find as an very fine particle. Okay, by using these different sieve numbers, or by using the different size of sieves, we can find out the particle size. This number are depend on the mesh size of the particular sieves. Okay, and this sieving method is it is most convenient method for the determination of particle size of the powder. Okay, for the shape determination, SEM is used, scanning electron microscopy. By using the scanning electron microscopy, we can find out the shape of the particular powder. What is the ideal shape? What is the ideal shape for the powders? Okay, particularly what is the ideal shape? Particularly the shape of the particle must be circular. Okay, a circular shape is the ideal shape for the powders. Then after that, this is about the particle size and shape determination. Okay, in second is an density. Okay, what is an density? Density is nothing, the density is depend upon the different forces which are present in between the two particles. Okay, the powders are form of the number of particles, and the forces which are present in between the two particles, they are due to that the density is formed, or density is depend on the force of that two particles. Okay, how the density can be calculated from the powders? For that, two type of densities are mostly used. It is an first an bulk density, and second is an tap density. Okay, so what is the bulk density? Okay, the bulk density, the definition of bulk density, it is the ratio of mass of the powder to the volume of the powder. Okay, what is bulk density? Is nothing but the ratio of mass of the powder. Mass of the powder means what? When we take when we have to find out the density of a particular powder, then we can take an 10 mg 10 mg or 20 mg of the powder for the calculating the density, and that the mg or that weight of that powder is known as the mass of the powder. Okay, it stands for M, mass of the powder, and it's a ratio with the ratio to the volume of the powder. Okay, how can we calculate the volume of that particular powder? Mass, that is, it may be gram, milligram, gram, kg. Okay, that it can be calculated by using the weight. But how the volume can be calculated? For that, everyone is known about the measuring cylinder. This is an measuring cylinder. By using that measuring cylinder, we can find out the volume of that particular powder. Then how the volume can be calculated? Okay, take the particular amount of mass or weight of the powder, pour it into the volume measuring cylinder. Okay, and there is a marking over the measuring cylinder, that is 5 ml, 10 ml, 20 ml. Okay, so there we have to see what is the value, or that where the mass of the or that particular powder gets settled. It may be 5 ml, 10 ml, 20 ml. Okay, so by using that measuring cylinder, we can find out the volume of powder, and the ratio of mass and the volume is the bulk density. Okay, so what will be the unit of the density, bulk density? What will be the unit of bulk density? Okay, mass is, it may be in a gram or milligram, and volume is maybe in a gram or milligram, and volume is always in a ml. So the unit for the bulk density may be gram per ml or milligram per ml. Okay, so this is about the bulk density. How it can be calculated? It can be calculated by taking the ratio mass to the volume. Then second is then tap density. What is tap density? It is the ratio of mass of the powder to its tapped volume. Okay, same the process is here. We have to take the mass, that is weight of the powder, how to pour it into the measuring cylinder, and we have to tap it. The measuring cylinder needed to tap it. It may be mostly 100 times. 100 tappings can be carried out. By after tapping that measuring cylinder, we have to take the volume of the particular powders, and that tapped volume, it is known as a tapped volume, that is VT. Okay, how that tap density can be calculated? It is the ratio of mass of the powder. We have to take the weight of the powder, then that weighted powder have to pour it into the measuring cylinder, then gives the 100 taps for the measuring cylinder. Then after tapping, the volume is calculated, and the volume is known as an tapped volume. So by taking the ratio of mass to the tapped volume is the tapped density. Okay, I hope you are understanding these two tests for the evaluation of powders. In the next lecture we will thoroughly discuss about the properties of powder. Thank you.